To episode 44 of the Daily Intermission podcast. We're back in the studio. First and foremost, we apologize about the one episode week. Nate is in studio with me, and it has been a hectic few weeks.
It's been a bloodbath from hell. It's been bachelor party into wedding season. Holy smokes, dude. I am living on a prayer, as Bon Jovi would say.
I mean, this has just got to be one of the biggest all-time benders in the history.
Yeah, I'm battling, man.
Yeah.
I'm battling. It's been tough.
For sure. But, no, I mean, congratulations to, I know, the listener of the show, Alex Thomas and Gabrielle Lazarick for tying the knot. And
fantastic wedding.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, I didn't attend, but everything that Nate says, it was quite the spectacle.
Good time. Very fun time. Congrats to them. Yes. Jeez. Nice to not have a wedding for a bit, though. Holy smokes.
Yeah, for sure. But we're back on the horse come Friday in Toronto.
Yeah.
We're going for the Canadian Open, so we're excited about that. I went into Halifax last night, Nate, and enjoyed a couple pops with some friends. And I always find it absolutely outrageous that the bars in Halifax are open till 4 a.m.
Yeah, it's too much.
4 a.m.?
It's simple too much, but...
Like, you got to kick me out of there at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, man, like, I don't think anywhere should be open past 3.
Yeah.
Like, 3, I get some, man, 3's even, like...
3's that's aggressive.
Yeah, but...
Nobody on earth needs to be up at that time.
No, they don't. And let alone 4.
I mean, if you're shutting down bars at 4 o'clock, like, Sunday is an absolute write-off.
You're not getting up till 1.
Oh.
There's no way.
No chance.
It just doesn't make any sense.
No.
But, yeah, it's foolish. I mean, although, I guess where we're from, it's a lot closest, like, too early. Yeah. I'd rather close later than early.
Same, yeah.
Nothing
have the
worse
option
than early.
I think, yeah, like that 1:30 seems like that would be almost ideal. 1:30.
Yeah, I wouldn't, maybe just put it at a clear 2.
Okay, just a solid, rounded out at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. you're out of there.
That's late, though.
Dude. Yes, that's late.
Yeah, it's very late.
But yeah, when you're in Halifax drinking, I mean, you've got to like forecast. It's like I'm not leaving at 12:30 or 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
like that's kind of right in the heat of the battle.
That's when you like. I remember like going out when I was younger.
Yeah,
it was like you hit the bar at 12.
Yeah,
I remember that a lot in Halifax. It's like, holy smokes!
You gotta gear up for a marathon when you're in the beautiful city of Halifax. But Nate, continuing on the pregame show, I did want to mention too, we haven't given them a shout out in a few episodes. This pregame segment is brought to you by Manscaped, the best tools for your family jewels. I mean, this stuff is the best grooming kit on the market. Make sure you go to manscaped.com, use the code TDI for 20% off, free shipping. Nate uses it all over.
Oh yeah, I mean, I cleaned up for the wedding using my Manscaped thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Right on the face.
Yep.
Back down to the testiculars.
Yeah, I mean it's a great tool. So
I'm aware also that I know everyone listening is just probably puking right now. I just don't find it that gross, which is probably really weird.
Yeah.
I just like, man, mine.
I'm not gonna judge.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna judge.
And I just simply don't care.
Yeah.
Shave anything, anytime.
Nate, PETA is upset at the Churchill Down videos. Drake and Jack Harlow collabed on a song. They did the video at Churchill Downs where they host the Kentucky Derby. They are upset that Jack Harlow glamorized horse racing while videoing at Churchill Downs.
Dude, PETA is just so gone on everything they do every single time. Like, you're going to go at Jack Harlow? Go at the Kentucky Derby.
Exactly.
What are you doing?
It's absolutely unbelievable.
It's been a horse race for years, and now it's just like, oh, now we're going to...
Glamorizing horse racing? How about the upper echelon of people? Like, we're talking about the elite of elites in American society that go to this event. Like, I don't know. I think Jack Harlow singing a song at the concert, at the event. Like, I mean, is that really something that you're going to pick and target?
Apparently, it's PETA.
It's absolutely unbelievable.
What a gong show that is.
Yeah, it's
PETA.
What does that stand for, Nate?
I was just thinking that it must be people. Something animals.
Yeah.
People. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I want to know what that stands for.
I'm gonna look it up.
PETA.
It's probably something. The E and the T are probably something so stupid. Let's see here. PETA. Go to Wikipedia. I think would be the what PETA. What PETA. The People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals.
Okay.
Okay. So
that's actually a solid name.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Well, respect to PETA there.
All right, well, your name's dialed in, but yeah, I'd say stay away from Jack Harlow. If you really want to make some changes there, I think you got to go after the Derby.
Guess the year. What year was PETA formed?
I'm going to say 2005.
1980.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they've really poured onto the scene because they've stepped up their social media game.
For sure.
Nate, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes played in a golf match. The match 6, it's getting a little old for me.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that too.
Yeah,
I was like, it's just, man, it's too much now.
I'm just really not that interested in watching 4 of the best quarterbacks in the world golf. Like, if I want to watch golf, I've got the U.S. Women's Open on, and I also have the Memorial Tournament. Like, watch the best golfers if you want to watch golf. And I get it that, there's some mega fans in the States that will watch Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen do just about anything.
Yeah.
It's just, it's getting a little old for me. Like, I just really don't have the interest of sitting down and watching these guys golf. It's like Tom Brady hit like a cold shank. It's like, so did John Rahm this week, but they happen. But I mean, they're good golfers. But it's like, if you want to watch, fun golf and go watch the best in the world do it.
Yeah, I know. It's just, it's just like the same like cheesy little chirps all the time. It's like, oh, I got 8 rings. Or
you don't have a Super Bowl.
Generic.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers isn't vaccinated.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay, sweet. We got the same stuff. It's like if they were going to straight up fight, or like it was actually heated, I'd probably be like, okay.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
It's just friendly banter.
No, exactly. I mean, there is probably some individuals with some big personalities that would watch over those scores. But anyway, just for me, the match 6, so it'll be interesting to see who the match 7, and this was the first one without golfers, like without Tiger or Bryson.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it went. I don't know what the ratings were like. They were probably off the charts. So if the ratings were good, just for me personally, I think it might be time to move on. But the numbers will tell the tale there.
Yeah, for sure.
Nate, that'll conclude the pregame show of episode 44, season 2. We're moving into quarter 1, and we're going to talk National Basketball Association. We've got the finals on the go, and we've got the Boston Celtics and Golden State Warriors. I didn't realize this, Nate, but they take like 3-4 day breaks between games.
I know. I don't get when they're not traveling.
Yeah.
Like, what is the need?
Exactly.
It's foolish, but I don't know.
So what were the Boston Celtics saying for like the last 3 nights?
Oh, they obviously the first night got mangled.
Yeah, I was
no doubt about that.
Yeah, I mean, go enjoy yourself. At least have a few. Enjoy yourself.
They had a few
in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
But game 1 was super exciting, man. It was a tight game most of the game. I mean, Golden State. They did have a 17-point lead in the fourth quarter, which got evaporated.
Yes.
And 17 unanswered by the Celtics in the fourth. I mean, you've got Derek White, who had a huge game. Al Horford led the Celtics with 26 points. Steph hit 7 threes in the first quarter. Like, it was great basketball. The Celtics steal one on the road. I've got a feeling that Golden State comes back and wins this one.
Yeah.
And sends it back to Boston, tied at 1.
Yeah, I think so too, man.
Yeah.
I had an absolute Armageddon parlay going, same game parlay too.
Okay.
So close.
No way.
So close.
Those are fun, eh?
Oh, they're sick.
Yeah.
Dude, it was a $10 free bet. Would have paid $1,000. The only thing I ended up missing on was I went 6 for 7, and it was Draymond. Didn't get 8.5 points.
No way.
Yeah, he's out there. Like, I had Steph Curry for the over 3.5 threes. Obviously, there's some other thing. It was like Jason Tatum for like 1 steal, I think, or something like that. I can't remember all the little things. But
yeah.
Anyway, it was all positive juice the whole way through.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm watching Draymond. It was like I think his second quarter, and he got a layup, and I was like, all right, let's go. And he got fouled. I was like, let's go. And then anyway, he clanks that, and then he's got 2 more free throws later, clanks them both. I think he ended up with 2 points.
Oh my god!
So come on, dude, just hit a couple.
It's funny for a guy that's that impactful on the basketball court. He doesn't have too many big games where he's over like 10, 12, 15 points.
And a guy who's just consistently yapping in the media every time he gets behind the mic. It's like, that guy sucks. Jesus, Draymond, tone it down a notch.
No, exactly. So game 2 will be tonight for the listeners yesterday. So my prediction is Golden State wins it.
I'm with you there.
And it goes back to Boston, tied at 1. Just some other news in the NBA. LeBron James becomes the first active NBA player to become a billionaire, which is pretty cool. I mean, Kobe and Michael Jordan did it, but it was after their careers.
Yep.
So, I mean, it would be interesting. I mean, being in a locker room with someone who's a billionaire, like, it's just... for a rookie coming into the Lakers next year, like, you're making, I don't know, your minimum salary of, I don't know what it is, maybe $1,900,000, and you legitimately have a billionaire on your team. And to credit LeBron James, I'm just going to go on a little rant here.
Yep.
I mean, he still trains his tail off. He still wants to be the best in the world. Like, that's...
What is it? He spends $1 million a year on, like, his wellness?
Yeah, I mean, I would up that to 10, might as well.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if you're a billionaire.
Yeah, so, I mean, he does. He's really taking care of his body. He's similar to Tom Brady, where, it's just the work ethic that these guys have is, it attributes so much to why they're great. And, you can love or hate LeBron James. Obviously, his antics on and off the court can be cringy at times. But, I mean, numbers never lie. $1 billion.
$1 billion. Wild. So crazy to think, like, a guy can come into the NBA, play a career, become a billionaire, and then theoretically buy a team in the league.
Yes.
You know, like that's insanity.
For sure. I think that would be, a business
It'd be a
move.
power move, dude. Let's buy the Lakers, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, at least be, a majority equity owner of the Lakers. That would be so sick.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know what types of moves I'll be making. But that's what these guys do is, and that's smart if you're an athlete. I mean, you invest and make business decisions, create other, ventures, and that's how you grow and compound, your money. But, Nate, I did want to mention the Lakers did hire Darvin Ham after they fired Frank Vogel. And Kevin Durant and Stephen A. Smith had a nice little Twitter beef. Stephen A. Smith came on TV last week, Nate said, that Michael Jordan and Steph Curry have changed basketball for the worse.
How?
Well, exactly. So he said that the outlook and the spotlight is more on individuals because of what Michael and Steph have done to the game instead of a team. It's like, listen, my guy, if you look across any landscape, it will always be dialed into the players. I mean, we're talking about, just moving it over to hockey, we're talking about the Edmonton Oilers and the Colorado Avalanche. I mean, pre-series, it was McDavid versus McKinnon. I mean, you look at the superstars, nobody's going to be really talking about Zach Kassian and JT Compher, before the series. Their teams as a whole, obviously they perform, but you're going to look at why these teams are successful, and I just thought it was just the most outrageous take by Stephen A. Smith. I mean,
it's just classic, though.
It is,
man. It's classic. And he says it's all about, that's what, I mean, it's all about him, though.
No,
you know
exactly,
what I mean? Like, he's just a hypocritical statement.
Yeah, exactly.
It's foolish.
Yeah, he's saying it just so he gets some.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, what, man? Like, I've never been a big fan of that guy, or,
Max Kellerman?
Wilbon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't love Wilbon.
Okay.
And the other guy, the older guy.
Skip Bayless.
No, well, yeah, he's a tool. But there's someone else. I can't remember. It's a guy who's with Wilbon on PTI.
Tony Kornheiser?
No. Anyway, don't like him.
Okay.
It's annoying. There's always screaming and stuff.
Yeah. Good banter. But, alrighty, that'll conclude quarter one, season 2, episode 44. The NBA, we're excited to continue to watch the finals. And then, obviously, we'll get the draft and we'll get everything going in the offseason. But, great finals. I think a lot of people are happy with how the playoffs turned out.
Yep.
New York Rangers versus Tampa Bay Lightning, man. Gerard Gallant's got this team absolutely humming. I mean, they've won 6-2, game 1 at home, then they won 3-2 at home. The Garden is absolutely going bananas.
Yeah.
I'm not sold that this series is completely over yet.
No, I know. You can easily see Tampa grabbing both at home.
Exactly, and they say that, right? You're not out of the series until you've lost it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens here. I mean, this is Cinderella run.
I think so,
This
too.
is some 2003 Anaheim Duck stuff, man. This is the team I didn't think had a shot. I mean, they're solid on paper.
Oh, for sure.
But it's just like, I don't know, man. I just can't believe it.
I mean,
like, if you would have told me they were up on 2-0 on Tampa in the conference finals before the playoffs started, I would have said, no, man, there's no way.
We talked about it for the Leafs and the Bruins, and even watching, like, who would you want to play first round, and it was
New York.
The Rangers.
Yeah.
We felt like they were the weakest team in the East, and Igor Shesterkin obviously is an incredible goaltender, and plus two, we will give credit to Peter Morser. I mean, that kid line has been absolutely unbelievable. They have been playing really well. They've got Kakko, Lafreniere, and Hedl playing together, all under 22 years of age.
I love Hedl.
Yeah, man. He's been buzzing. It seems like he scores every game. So
he's sick.
The kid line's been incredible, but I think Tampa will have a response at home, and I think John Cooper, I think Vasilevsky might steal one too. I haven't heard about Braden Point. Is there any update on Braden Point?
As far as I know, I don't think he's back for this
It looked
series.
bad.
Yeah, it did. He might be toast.
Yeah, it looked like he just straight up tore his quad.
I know.
Yeah. Obviously Tampa Bay's in trouble. New York looks fantastic, and Gerard Gallant, this guy, he knows how to take teams on runs, and that's something that you can't take away from him.
It's crazy, especially his first year.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, he's gone on this run his first year, and
Yeah.
then also, when Vegas, obviously the first year goes to the finals, so
I wouldn't be
This guy's a
surprised
coach,
if he
man.
gets fired in the offseason.
yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I still can't believe Florida gassed him after that. What do you want, coach of the year, and then they just gassed him?
During practice, called the cab point.
Yeah. It was like, anyway, that was weird.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
But speaking about being in trouble, Nate, we'll move out to the series out west in the Western Conference Finals. We got Edmonton in big trouble, man, and it just seems like they've kind of run out of luck, and they've run into a team that's just much better. Colorado, you look at Edmonton, and they play with a lot of speed. Obviously with McDavid, the fastest player in the NHL, and it feels like that he just hasn't been able to take over the games like he did against Calgary and like he did in the latter half of the series against LA. They've been shutting him down. Cale Makar, there was a one-on-one. Cale Makar was just skating right with him and poked it away from him.
Yeah,
like
I know.
You know, they just have the recipe to shut down, and it looks like Draisaitl, man. Like he went down the tunnel in last night's game, and he does not look like his.
Well, he's been injured since like first round.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's just tough luck on the guy
for sure. And Darnell Nurse has been terrible, and I guess he's playing injured as well. And then, I mean, Mike Smith did play fairly well last night, but it's just the timeliness of the goals that go in on him. You know, it's
some
just
week one here, it just kills you.
The momentum, and you know, that's gonna go down. I think is you look on paper, they've got a solid structure, but we talked about it at the deadline, man. Like their goaltending needed to be addressed, and they didn't do it. You know, they had faith in Koskinen and Smith, and I think, you know, when it's all said and done, I mean, I don't think they're going to come back down 3-0 here to Colorado. I think that's what we're going to be talking about.
No, there's no shot.
No.
It's a shame. But yeah, they are doing a great job collectively. Like the whole 5-on-5 lineup is just like, they've got their eyes on McDavid. They're watching him the whole time. They know where he's at. Like they're, you know, they're not letting him go.
Yep.
Also, that McCarr play was obviously really nice, but holy smokes, man! I think I've seen it replayed about 400 times. It's like, geez, he's just skating with him, and pokes it off his stick.
I know.
It's
I know.
like, geez.
And it's not like it was like a crazy scoring opportunity. Like he was out pretty wide. Like he was trying to. Like if he would have gone around.
Happens every game.
I know.
To everybody.
Exactly.
So like, oh my God, look at Kale.
He is just so exciting to watch, though, man. Is McDavid like, you know, my appreciation for McDavid has certainly increased. I obviously, you know, I knew he was the best player in the NHL, but this playoffs I've seen a brand of hockey that I don't think I've ever seen before in the game. And obviously, like the players on Colorado have been absolutely incredible too. I mean, we've got to give them credit. I mean, McKinnon's been an absolute fireball, and McCarr, but I mean, you got guys chipping in like Valerie Nichushkin.
Nichushkin's been unbelievable.
He's been amazing, and you got JT Compher has been awesome, and Nazem Kadri. I mean, I don't think he gets enough love, man. He's such a pest. He actually got Evander Kane chased him from behind.
He's going to have a hearing.
I think so too.
Well, they confirmed he's got a hearing.
Okay,
So he's definitely getting suspended.
Yeah, that was greasy.
Probably only get like a game though. Just it's playoffs
for sure.
I mean, that might be it anyway.
Yeah, so. I think it could be a sweep here. We'll see if they can. I don't think they can come back here. I mean, I think that the belief in the room in Edmonton has depleted, and we're gonna have Colorado in the Stanley Cup Finals. This is Nate's Stanley Cup pick. They'll be waiting for whoever wins the Eastern Conference, but they're getting tons of production, man. Colorado's been a great team.
Yep.
That'll conclude Quarter 2, Season 2, Episode 44 of the Daily Intermission Podcast, and we are getting into how much would it take. So this segment is we give each other situations, and we have to give a value, a monetary number of money that it would take for us to take part in this this situation.
Yes.
And it's been a hit on TikTok. I think you guys will really enjoy it. There's a lot of banter here. And Nate, do you want to start things off?
Sure thing.
All right.
All right, Greg. How much would it take for you to jump out of a plane in a squirrel suit?
Oh my goodness.
One of those crazy flying suits?
Yeah. Holy smokes. It would take a lot of money, man. I'll say $5 million.
Yeah.
Like, that's sketchy, man.
I don't even know if I'd do it.
Yeah, like, there's a good chance you're dying.
Yeah, if you don't know what you're doing.
No.
Like, I don't know how people do that anyway. It is absolutely ridiculous, man.
$10 million.
People flying through mountains and stuff.
It
would honestly probably take me $100 million to do it.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, listen, I'm either like doing this and getting an absolute ticket here.
Yeah.
Or I'm just going down swinging.
Yeah.
So, I think 100 for me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it would take a lot of money. Alrighty, how much would it take? And I do want to mention that I just didn't, peg you as a big hiker or mountain climber.
Mm-hmm.
How much would it take for you to climb Mount Everest?
Have to be $1 million.
$1 million, you'd do it?
$1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably do it for $1 million.
Yeah.
It's been done. It's obviously a battle.
People perish.
As long as yes, they do.
Yeah.
As long as I had all the things to try, I think I would do it for $1 million.
Yeah, you could do up a nice crew too. Like make sure you had doctors on hand.
Yeah, and if I had like an emergency like helicopter to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
I'd do it for $1 million.
For sure.
But I'm not going up there singly.
No.
That's for sure.
No.
That would take. That's another thing I don't know.
How long
I don't know
it takes
if I
to
do
climb Mount Everest?
Oh,
A few days.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a while.
Ugh.
I can't remember how.
Gosh, that gives me. I'm not. Like, I did some hiking when I was out west, man. And I'm going to tell you right now, I mean, my anxiety, those were some of the worst anxiety attacks I've ever had, man.
Yeah, you get
thinking
to those.
about grizzlies, thinking about cougars.
Yeah.
Like, you're straight up on a
even
Rocky Mountain.
You find yourself in like a spot where you're like kind of out of it, and you're just like, and then you get to this part where it's like super steep or something. You're climbing on these weird things. You're like, man, I don't love it.
No,
I don't love it at
it's
all.
not really for me. People do love it though.
They do. All right, walk a kilometer across burning coals.
Oh my goodness. It's also going to have to take a lot of money. I mean, like my feet are going to be torched.
There is a way you can do it though, I guess, where people walk on coals.
Yeah.
I guess it's like if you just do the right steps, it doesn't burn you.
Okay.
It's like a quick
So I'd need
walk.
to be trained.
Yeah, if you
I'll say
train-
5 million.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
$5 million bucks.
I
I'd
like
walk a
that.
kilometer on burning coals.
That'd be That'd be definitely better than jumping out of a plane with a squirrel suit.
Yeah, I think so. Spend a week in the jungle with nothing by yourself.
To spend a week?
Yeah.
No food or anything? Like I gotta scourge?
Yeah. The jungle.
Oh man, Jesus. Oh man, I'd have to go $1 million.
$1 million bucks?
Yeah, I think I'd do it for $1 million.
Holy smokes. Would you just kind of like make a little like fort and just chill in it for a week?
Yeah, I'd probably formulate some sort of weapon to have for a bit. Probably wouldn't move too much from
That's
there.
crazy to say you would do that for $1 million bucks.
Yeah. A week's not a terrible amount of time. If it was like a month, we're talking 10 mil.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
I think more.
Yeah. No, I'd do it for $1 million, I think.
You know what? We're gonna run into someone one of these days like this, and someone's gonna pay us to do one of these things.
Yeah. It's like, all right, we're going to the jungle.
Yeah.
Like, how much did I say?
Yeah.
$1 million? It's like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Screw it. I'll just get that stick, catch a couple fish.
But what happens if a pack of panthers rolls up on you?
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be an issue. That's why I would have the weapon.
Yeah.
I would just, I don't know, play dead.
Yeah.
Is that a move?
Well, they will certainly.
They'll find out.
They'll make do with a dead body, that's for sure.
They would. All right, do a flying triple bounce off a trampoline onto a didgeridoo.
Oh my.
It would hurt.
Oh my gosh! So you're coming in from some height.
We're talking like a triple bounce, like a crazy bounce on the
onto a
tramp.
Didgeridoo. I mean, I'd have to, and
It's gonna rip.
Oh my! I'm going 10 million.
Yeah,
I'm going 10
that's
million.
a good number.
Yeah,
it's a good number. We're talking reconstructive surgery.
Oh
no
my.
doubt about it.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Like we're talking, it goes directly up the rectum.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Big time up.
Oh my gosh!
Like, you know how much height you're coming in with?
Oh,
it might kill you. This might kill you.
25 million.
Okay.
All right, Nate. To live the rest of your life in a foreign country.
Oh my god. Do I get to take a family member?
No.
Just by myself?
Yeah.
Oh man. How foreign?
You don't speak the same language. Don't particularly enjoy where you're living either.
Oh boy. It would have to probably be at least $100 million.
Yeah, exactly.
And even then, I don't know if the money's worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I would probably just be like, all right, I'm content with like $40K a year just living.
The thing is, though, is like, if you get the 100 million, then you could probably just fly out
Yeah.
whoever you wanted all the time. But let's just come live with me. I'll give you a...
please.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, for sure. That'd be the only way around it. All right, do the outhouse bungee jump from Jackass.
Oh, so you're in a...
It starts on the ground.
Yeah.
You're in the outhouse. It's filled with feces, and then it goes flying up as high as it can, and then back and forth and back and forth.
Oh,
and back
man.
And forth. Poop everywhere.
I'd probably do it for $1 million.
Yeah, I would too, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because there's no chance of dying. It's gonna be shitty.
Probably not a chance of dying.
It's gonna be shitty.
I don't trust bungee cords, but that's just me.
I did a double backflip off a bungee jump into like a river.
Yeah.
Insane.
Not for me. Not for me.
So listen to this. I'm gonna get into this story here for a minute. So we get up to this bungee jump, man. I'm like not overly excited to do this. I'm like, okay, well, I go over and just start crushing beers.
Yeah.
And then, like, I'm about 5 beers in. Like, I've just been chatting with everyone. It was kind of like a meet and greet with our new staff in Whistler.
Yeah.
And then it's like, yeah, Greg, you're up. And I was like, all right. And then, like, I've done backflips off, like, into bridges and like, I know how to do a backflip. And I was like, fuck it. I'll toss a backflip here.
Yeah.
And just sent it. And
man.
I was talking to the guy too. I was like, is there any chance that this could get tangled up if I do a backflip? He's like, no, like, you're good. And I was like, okay. And just fully sent it.
Wow. That's the way you got to do it, though.
Well, exactly, yeah.
You can't just sit there. The longer you sit there and stand, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
brutal.
anyway, it was a little bit of liquid courage. But anyway, how much would it take for you to be a vegetarian for the rest of your life?
Jeez, I went vegan for a month a few years back.
Oh.
During February, 28 days. And I'm telling you, it was bad.
Yeah, I love so many types of foods that aren't
vegetarian. I mean, there is ways you can get around it. Like, I do enjoy a lot of like cabbage and stuff, but it's just the after a while, it's like, is tofu gonna do it for me?
Oh my!
There is a lot of good options though of like, Beyond Beef burgers and stuff.
Yeah,
like that. Oh man, probably. I'd probably have to go like 50 mil.
50 million, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's,
Someone's listening to this and being like, "Are you kidding?"
yeah, that's probably a good number, dude. Like I put a high price on my foods that I enjoy. Like,
It'd be tough not to
Mexican.
have like. I guess you can have vegetarian. You can have fish? Is that right?
I don't think.
No.
No.
Okay. There's something where you can have fish. I can't
Okay.
remember what it is, man.
I don't really know the difference between vegetarian and vegan either, but
Vegan is you can't eat anything from an animal. So like eggs,
wow,
anything like that.
that seems a little outrageous to me.
Yeah, it does. Like vegetarian, you'd eat eggs.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty.
That's pretty solid
certain.
then.
Yeah.
I could live probably a week off of eggs.
Yeah. I mean, you probably get sick of them after a while.
Can you eat bread?
As a vegetarian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well then bread and eggs for a week. Could do it for a week, not the rest of my life.
No, it'd be tough.
Yeah.
Okay. Start a dogfighting ring.
How much would it take for me to start a dogfighting ring?
Yeah. PETA on here right now. Like,
Dude, I love dogs, and I would not want that.
It's
I've got a
okay.
bad conscience, man.
Yeah,
Dude, like
no.
$1 billion.
Yeah.
$1 billion. I'd need to be a billionaire to do this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because it would be. I couldn't do it either.
No, man.
You know what I mean? It's like it's even hard to set like a. I don't even
know if I would do it. No.
I know. It's messed up.
Yeah.
It's messed up. Yeah, I got some issues asking that one. But you know, $1 billion though. You know.
Yeah.
How big of a rent? You know, maybe it's like some strays. Or,
Yeah.
I don't know.
How much would it take for you to play golf with Ovi?
How much would it take?
Yeah.
What pay?
Yeah. How much?
Oh, I'd probably pay like $1,000.
Yep.
Yeah. Wouldn't probably go any higher.
Yeah.
I don't think. It's
No.
like, you know, I'd be sick, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, oh, $5,000 done.
Exactly, yeah.
For a 4-hour round.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not like we're buddies.
No,
You know,
exactly.
like, it's going to be weird. Like, we're going to be pulling off 3 tee box and I'll have the pants down on his ankles, right? What? No.
Just check here, Nate. So we're gonna have audio from this camera.
Okay.
Are we?
Yeah. Yeah.
How bad is it gonna be?
Probably won't be terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, let's just finish it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not redoing that because that was hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I was going to look at that earlier, too.
Yeah. Well, we'll finish it off.
Yeah, so we'll go second half.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that'll conclude the halftime show of season 2, episode 44 of the Intermission podcast. We have just realized that we have made a major mistake, and the first half of the podcast was not recorded on our Rodecaster. So the audio has now improved.
It will. You know, it's we appreciate you battling through.
For
you know,
sure.
it's not the same, obviously, as you're probably picking up now, but you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. You know,
No.
there is worse audio. We're in a small room.
Yes.
It's not that bad.
No, exactly.
So.
We will grind through it. We appreciate everyone for grinding through that first half, and we'll see. Maybe it doesn't sound overly terrible.
No.
Nate, we're gonna move into the MLB for quarter 3, and Nate, I just wanted to kind of pump your tires here for a minute. You're on an absolute heater on Live on the Line. I mean, you give out winning bets all the time, plus odds, but Vladimir Guerrero Jr. absolutely hit the wheels off the baseball.
Yeah, he came
plus
in,
300.
He came in big for the guy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one. Take the plus 375. You say, yeah?
I think it was 300.
think-
Oh, was it 375?
I don't know. It was definitely in the threes. So I mean,
Regardless?
it's ridiculous value.
Yes.
Plus with the RBI, you know, you parlay that, you're looking at least plus 450. I can't remember the odds now. It's been almost a week.
For sure.
Yeah, and then Panarin with the assist as well, plus 110. I thought that was kind of a layup.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just look a little bit. You got to get lucky, though.
For sure.
But the Panarin assist at plus 110, I was surprised with that one. I would take that as a lock. If you're going to give that plus odds, I'll take that every single game they play.
For sure. For sure. Well, like you say, 4th in the league in assists this year. He's a
Yeah.
playmaking machine. Nate, Aaron Judge is the 3rd Yankee of all time to have 20-plus home runs, 60-plus hits in his first 50 games. Can you name the other two?
First, the 3rd Yankee.
3rd Yankee.
Name the other two. I'm going to go with...
They're huge legends.
yeah, I'm going to say Mickey Mantle.
Yep.
Joe DiMaggio.
Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth, okay.
Yeah, so pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it's a-
I mean, that's just absolutely...
I'm throwing those 3 at the wall,
Yes.
so...
The most
If not
elite
him,
company.
I'd say maybe A-Rod.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could throw A-Rod in there.
Yeah, for sure.
That was an absolute home run machine.
Yeah, he was, for sure. But Aaron Judge, I mean, those numbers, that's just off the charts good. To have those numbers through the first 50 games and to
Interesting
be...
to see what happens with him after the season.
Yes, because he's a free agent. Yeah.
30 years old.
Yeah.
You know,
He'll be looking for a ticket.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
Yes,
man.
for sure.
Just going off in the contract year, it's vintage stuff.
Oh,
He's going to get it somewhere.
Someone will pay this guy.
Yeah.
Nate, the Philadelphia Phillies have fired manager Joe Girardi, former Yankee manager, after a 21-29 start. They hire Oliver Marmol, the youngest MLB manager, 35 years old. They've won 3 in a row under him. It's tough, man. I mean, they're not going to catch the Mets. The Mets aren't an absolute heater, but to be in, I've never you gas them, and you're in. I think they're in 3rd place or 4th place, but obviously they were off to a tough start. They think that he wasn't getting the most out of that roster, and I would like to know too, like what is the manager's role every day? Like you set your lineup.
Yeah.
And then you yell and scream. And remember Tony La Russa? We were watching the White Sox versus Jays, and man, that guy's face is just
he's a textbook manager.
It's so good.
I caught a little bit of the Mets-Dodgers game last night.
Okay.
2 things I forgot.
Yep.
One,
Yep.
David Price is on the Dodgers.
Yes, I mean that guy's been irrelevant for a few years.
I forgot he's a lefty.
Yeah.
I forgot he's a lefty.
Yeah. David Price. I mean, in his heyday, like when he was traded to the Jays in 15-16, like he was an absolute fire wagon.
Yeah.
Was dust on the Red Sox.
And then he bailed, Got the ticket, though.
Yeah.
Auto ticket, man.
Yeah.
Take it.
But Nate, the Phillies just beat the Angels, and the Angels have lost 10 in a row. So we're looking at the AL West here. We're looking at Houston. They're absolutely running away with it. They're like 37-16, and you take a look, and the Angels are now 500, 27-27 after losing 10 in a row. I mean, this is a team that we're just starving to see in the postseason with Ohtani and Trout and all the superstar power that they have there, but just it may not happen for them, man. They were
doing so well too. You know, I mean, you lose 10 in a row and now you're at 500. Like you were doing fine. Like hopefully they can get it together a bit because that would be awesome to see them there
for sure.
And I would love to see the Astros not.
For sure.
You know,
does Mike Trout have the worst personality out of a superstar in sports? And I hate to say that, but in terms of just the quietest guy that you just don't really get much out of.
I don't know. McDavid ain't great either.
No, he's not.
You know?
He's not for sure.
Even Crosby.
Yeah.
Just so bland. And it's like, you know, I feel like they have to be like that kind of thing. But it's like, and Tavares too. That's some other guys.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of someone in the NBA that's just like.
Kawhi's pretty
bad.
Pretty bland, yeah.
Pretty bland, but.
See, like the stuff too, the highlights you see of Kawhi like showing off personality. I don't know if he's like joking, like he's just laughing stuff. It's like, dude, that's so cringy. Like,
such a weird laugh.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
But your guy, Jordan Alvarez for the Houston Astros signed a 6-year, $115 million contract. So they've locked him up long term. He's an absolute monster. Is he leading the league in RBIs, or he's close to? I know close. It's Ramirez. Jose Ramirez is, but he's in the top 5.
Yeah, it was an interesting. I can't remember what the trade was from the Dodgers when he went over to the Astros. He was on the Dodgers.
Okay,
as a prospect. They traded him when he was like 18 or 19.
Okay,
to Houston.
Yeah, it's a nice pickup for Houston.
Yeah, for sure. And I can't remember who it was for, but it was a steal of a trade.
Oh, for sure.
So credit to the Astros on that.
Yeah.
And that's not something you can say too often.
No, that is not.
That's not something anyone would ever say too often.
No, it is not. Nate, the Reds trade Jake Bauers to the New York Yankees. The Cincinnati Reds traded him for cash.
Man, that's got to be a tough one.
That's a tough scene.
I mean, there's no worse.
How much? I want to know how much.
I know. Cash considerations or whatever. Yeah. It's like, okay, well, how much cash?
Yeah, it's like $200.
Well, it's funny when what was it, the Danny Cleary one?
Okay.
When he got traded, you know this one?
No.
Oh, he got traded to Detroit for $1. $1.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's very tough.
That's tough on the ego.
Oh my god! You know
what else would be tough on the ego?
What's that?
Being in a trade like what was it, the Eric Lindros one?
Yes.
Yeah, you got one guy and then 7 dudes go back the other way.
Yeah.
It's like, holy smokes, boys, we're garbage.
Oh man. Yeah. That is tough.
Yeah. Quebec though.
The marathon continues, Nate. The Jays have turned it around a bit. They've looked a lot better, but the marathon continues in the MLB, and we'll be back on Friday to break down everything that goes on this week. But Nate, we're moving in.
Stay hot, baby.
Vladdy, stay hot. We're moving into quarter 4, and we got some French Open tennis. We got some PGA Tour, and we got some U.S. Open Women's Edition, the biggest tournament in the LPGA. And Nate, we'll start things off in the French Open. Our guy, Rafa Nadal, wins his 14th French Open, the King of Clay. I got him at plus 200 versus Djokovic in the quarterfinals, which I thought was just unbelievable juice. I mean, this guy's the king of the clay. Then he plays in his semifinals match. He wins in a tiebreak, the first set, about to go to a second tiebreak, and the guy folds his ankle. It was a great. He had to get wheelchaired off the court. It was greasy. So he retires, and then he wins in straight sets in the final. And Rafa Nadal is that's his 21st major win.
Yeah. I think that is correct. I think the 14th for the for Roland.
For the French.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's a stick, and like you were saying, plus 200 in the quarters is solid. I mean, he was coming in, but I believe we talked about it on an episode prior. It was plus 333, which we thought was a strange number.
Yeah.
I believe because we were doing the math. We were trying to crunch the math, and I think we were struggling a bit with it.
Yes, we were.
But, yeah, I mean, the guy's an absolute stud.
Yeah, he is, man.
Common knowledge, though, no?
He's grown a lot on me. I didn't like him like when he was challenging Rafa for kind of the greatest. And I was when he was challenging Roger. Did I say that? Anyway.
I said Rafa.
Okay, yeah. When he was challenging Roger. And I mean, I'm a big fan of both of them. I think just Djokovic has kind of gone down, and I'm not a huge fan of that guy.
I don't hate him.
You like Joker?
I do.
Yeah.
It's big just because he's rocking the Lacoste out there.
For sure.
That's a big Roddick guy back in the day.
Yeah.
Just so steez.
For sure.
Just a straight tennis brand, you know?
Definitely. Swiatek on the women's side, Nate, no surprise there, has won the women's French Open, and her streak, she's going to break Serena Williams' streak of 34 wins in a row, and she's just on an absolute tear. I mean, I think that we'll be kind of, sprinkling her for the Wimbledon win.
Well, we're going to have to.
Yeah.
I mean, you got it for the first couple rounds anyway. She's going for that record.
Yes.
She's going to get that at least, and we'll see if she's got any gas left in the tank.
Yeah.
But, she's on a fast track here to becoming an absolute ledge.
We might have to get Prakash back on to break down everything that went on in the French Open. We'll sit tight here, but we'll check back in the tennis world come Wimbledon, which is in July, so not too far away.
Yep.
Nate, U.S. Women's Open, the biggest tournament in the LPGA circuit. We've got our girl Brooke Henderson sniffing around. She's -1. I mean, you got Min Ji Lee. From New Zealand, and she's leading at -13. She's, I think, 5 ahead. -13 is a really low number to see at a U.S. Open. And you got Nelly Korda.
That rough.
Yeah, exactly. Nelly Korda hasn't played in 4 months. She's -4, looking pretty good. But I do love watching. I was watching, I think on Friday, the coverage for the Memorial didn't come on. I was watching the ladies, and man, I mean, it's just fun. I love watching.
Nelly Korda's sweet to watch.
Oh, I'm in love with her, man. She's awesome. One athlete that I would get on a knee for if I ever met her.
Oh, God.
Absolute. Oh.
Tell me about it. Andreas?
Yeah, I mean,
lock her down, baby.
Yeah, I would lock that down pretty quick. Athanasiou, but no, it's been fun to watch, and we'll see who gets crowned the champion. I think Min Ji Lee, she's a young phenom. I think 26 years old. She's already won a major. I think she's going to lock down the U.S. Open. Nate, on the PGA Tour, we got the Memorial, and we got Billy Horschel firing a -7 third round to take the lead. I think he's 5 clear of Aaron Wise and Cam Smith. So if Billy has just a half decent round, it looks like Billy Horschel will get a win. He was really hot in the winter months. Remember when Billy Horschel was playing really good golf? I mean, he's a good guy. I mean, he's won the FedEx Cup before, and Billy Ho's looking to get some good vibes in before a couple weeks before the U.S. Open.
Yeah, for sure. I'm keeping my eye on Maxie.
Yeah, how's Max Homa doing?
Well, he's tied for third.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, as you're listening to this now, the tournament has concluded, but I believe he was one of my picks.
Yes.
Max Homa,
yes,
so we're going for that.
And Cam Smith as well.
Looking for I mean, he's right there. Might be a little tough for Cam. It's 6 back.
Okay.
I mean, Homa's got a shot, but...
Yeah.
We'll see. That would be nice.
For sure.
Joaquin Niemann. Actually, when I was on the bachelor party, we ended up playing a little round of the game we play, Guess the Age.
Okay.
So it was basically Richard Fitzenwell.
Yep.
Going head to head against the best man.
Okay.
So it was going pretty good. There were some funny ones though. I was throwing out. It was exclusively golfers, and there were some of the guys. I'd be like throwing out like Jonathan Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh boy.
What's he? 35?
37.
Oh wow.
Well, there was a few where like people were just completely off.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. I mean, Richard pretty close
for sure.
Richard pretty dialed.
Yeah. All right, folks. Well, my camera's blinking fast, so I'm just going to wrap this up quick. We're coming to Toronto this week. So Friday, we're flying in for the Canadian Open. We couldn't be more excited. I've never watched a live golf tournament in my life, so that's going to be so exciting. We're going to get to see Cam Smith, Justin Thomas. We're praying they make the cut. So if you're at the Canadian Open, come check it out. We'll be on Instagram. We'll do a meetup while we're in Toronto. We're going to be getting lots of content. So we'll come check in on Friday, and we appreciate you guys listening. Go make sure you're giving the podcast a 5-star, and I'm praying to God this audio from the first half and halftime show is okay.
I think it'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually when I'm editing the video, it's like it's there.
Okay.
It's not going to be terrific, folks.
No.
But we appreciate you bearing with us today.
All right, folks. Have a great week. We'll see you Friday.